friends, I'm Allison. I'm the Pampered Wife. Today I have some Clean Beauty Empties for you. I think we're switching to Conscious Beauty is what we're calling it now. And actually I kind of like that name better because I don't like the idea of making some products dirty or evil or something. So Conscious Beauty does sound better, but these are all Clean Beauty from Clean Beauty stores mostly, and the others are Clean at Sephora. So I've got a couple of makeup items, various other things, hair care, skin care, and some I loved, some I hated, and some might be okay with getting again but wouldn't seek out. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. We will start with the hates first. Hate's a strong word, maybe not actually, because I'm starting with this Gold Faden MD problem. Oh, it's for dull complexion. All right, this is the Gold Faden Doctor's Scrub Ruby Crystal Microderm Exfoliant, and it came in a Herbivore box. It is I believe, sample size, and it was an exfoliating scrub. I think it smells sort of like lime. I've washed it out so I can recycle it, so I'm not sure about the scent. This was very abrasive. I used it on my body. I felt it was even abrasive for my body. I would definitely not use this on my face. I wouldn't recommend it even to someone with, clogged pores and oily skin. Like, I don't know who should be using this on their face. Maybe on your body it'd be okay, but yeah, so this was a hate. Because I didn't even really like it on my body. Like, I wouldn't even get that if it were less expensive and came in a big tub. I just did not like that product at all. It was really too abrasive in my opinion. This is I think I have these backwards. Yeah. Okay, this is the Fior Minerals, just an eyeliner in black, and this is why I would never get this again. I've tried to sharpen it multiple times, and it just is, you can't sharpen it. It comes out of the wood. It's a very soft product, which I liked, but you can see I just lifted that out. So every time I sharpen it, I can't get anywhere. I can't get a new point. I can't even get it to stay in the wood, and I end up throwing it away. So that's a total waste to me. It's a very soft product, like I said. It's really mushy, almost like Play-Doh, which I do like a softer eyeliner because then I feel like I'm not tugging on my eyes, but this product was just way too soft. Maybe if it came in a little tub and you used an eyeliner brush, a really thin brush, and applied it, that would work, but it doesn't. It comes in a pencil that it doesn't stay in, and then it's just like Play-Doh, and I could not use it. Next for hates, but I don't think that is too strong. This is the Ursa Major Sublime Sage Spray Deodorant. There's quite a bit left. This, I believe, also came in a Herbivore box. I hated it. It was awful. So the first thing that I hate is just the delivery system. I would spray it. It would easily end up on the wall behind me. It has a really wide spray, so then I would hold it close to my armpit and spray it, and it would just run down my arm or my body. So I couldn't find the right distance to hold it from my body, as well as I didn't particularly enjoy the scent. It wasn't repulsive to me, but it's not a scent I was drawn to or wanted to smell like. And finally, it's a deodorant was completely ineffective. I had to reapply multiple times a day, but then it didn't really dry down fast enough, so I'd be sticky. I can't think of any redeeming quality for this, except that maybe this little plastic part is recyclable, but that's also kind of a ding, because maybe they could have made a refill product if it's liquid and have a glass container, something aluminum, something just a little better for the environment. So this, absolutely don't recommend. This last hate product really isn't so much of a hate as it is, it's so expensive that I would never get it. That made me hate it. So this is a sample size of the Westman Atelier I Love You mascara. This is like around $60, not for this little one, but for the full size, which is just a normal size mascara. And the thing about this is there's just nothing special about it. I could see paying $25 for it and then it would be fine. It wouldn't be a love, but it would be fine. So first of all, it has a very average wand, just like the pipe cleaner kind of mascara applicator. Second of all, while it's not scented, it did sort of smell chemically, which on the one hand is fine. I wouldn't subtract for that. But again, this is a luxury brand and such a high price point. Third of all, it was extremely dry. Like when I first opened it, it was really dry. You know, a lot of mascaras change from wet to dry, or, you know, as you use them, and they usually get better. The first few tries are not so good, and then by the time you've used it about 3 or 4 times, it starts to get better. This was not that. This was dry when I first opened it, and it only got drier. So it was kind of not nice to put on. It didn't wear particularly well. It didn't smudge or flake so much, especially with a mask. I was impressed. But by the end of the day, it just had sort of disintegrated and was not there anymore. There's a lot of activity going on here with the dog and things, so just ignore that background noise if you do hear some. Anyway, there was just nothing special about this mascara and nothing really terrible except the price, but for that reason, I kind of hate it. I think it's just absolutely not worth it. I absolutely would not get it again. And to be honest, even if I ended up with another little sample or travel size, I wouldn't be happy even to use it because it just was so dry and, like I said, disintegrated throughout the day. It just is nothing I would ever recommend. Now for maybes, I am going to start with another mascara. This is the Honest Beauty, well, just the Honest Beauty mascara. It has one end that is a primer and one end that is a mascara. And this is available, you know, online at Target. I think it's like $16. It does have the sort of rubber applicator for the mascara, which I really love because it grips each individual lash and does a great job of applying. And the primer does a nice job of lengthening the lashes. This wears really well. So between the price being low and the wear being really good, it was absolutely one of my favorites. But now I feel like the clean or conscious beauty industry is making just better mascaras, and this is more in the medium place for me now, whereas it was an absolute favorite. It still has all the things that were great about it before. It's just, it has more competition now, so this is more of a medium range mascara for me. The Herbivore Bakuchiol, this is a retinol alternative. It does come in a nice glass bottle and has a dropper. It was a pretty color, sort of I believe like a pale purple, if I'm remembering correctly. And Bakuchiol is not the same as retinol, but it does have some of the same benefits as retinol and actually is supposed to work really well in conjunction with retinol. So I was using this at night with my Drunk Elephant retinol that I used. Frankly, I didn't notice a difference with it or without it. So it was a nice serum. It was, you know, sort of fun to use because it's just pampering to use those kinds of things, but I can't say I saw a difference, and for that reason, it's just a maybe, because maybe it did help, but I didn't notice anything. Didn't particularly love the serum that I would use it again, but if I ended up with it in my collection, I would use it. So that's why it's in the maybe pile. But I believe this is the Gressa Minimalist Foundation. Obviously, this is a sample, I believe, from the Detox Market. It looked really nice on camera, like in my videos. I feel like it really gave a nice finish to the skin. This was too light for me. I don't even know the shade because, like I said, it wore off. But I would add some D-Bronzy, the Drunk Elephant D-Bronzy, to it to deepen the shade a little bit, and it worked just fine. The reason it's in the maybe pile is because in person, I feel like it magnified my pores and didn't look so great. It also is a liquid mineral tinted foundation, and it looked minerally in the sense of that sort of opaqueness or white cast that you get with a mineral, you know, sunscreen. Even when it's tinted, it still looks different from just like a foundation or a tinted moisturizer. That's one thing. Also, the founder has some very extreme views that I don't always want to support her for, so that's another reason. Otherwise, The foundation wore nicely. It actually looked better on my skin as the day went on, and was more full coverage than I typically wear. So that's one of the reasons I personally wouldn't get it again, but that's just a personal preference. But the other two reasons are the reasons why this is a maybe. Moving into hair care, and we're not even gonna talk about this today. We're having some issues. So I didn't use any of these products today. The first one is the Innocence Hydrating Cream Hair Bath, a luxurious hydrating shampoo for dry, coarse, and thirsty hair. Innocence typically does hair products for that type of hair, and I fit that category. I just didn't notice that this was especially great, and it's a little expensive, and I have things that work just as well. I'm not crazy about the scent. The scent varies because it's scented with natural essences or fragrances or oils, and so the scent can vary batch to batch. And so I have nothing bad to say about this, just nothing great. So that's why it's in the maybe pile. This is the 100% Pure Burdock and Neem Healthy Scalp Shampoo. I happen to love 100% Pure's body products, and that includes hair. The reason this is in the maybe pile is because I've been using their hair care for years now, and I'm just kind of bored. I like variety. I like to mix things up and try new things, and so I'm moving on. This is still a great product. I love the size. I love that this is totally recyclable, even though it is in plastic. So I did like the scent. It was like really refreshing, but I didn't notice it did anything for my scalp. I have a really dry scalp, but my hair looked nice. My whole family used it. It was great. It's just, I'm kind of over it right now. But maybe I should have put this in the yes pile. I still like it. I'm just not going to be repurchasing it right now. One other product, I guess, that could be a maybe is the Beauty Counter Color, the Eye Pencil, which Beauty Counter must be reformulating everything. I don't even know that they're selling any makeup right now. I think they've really gone into the skincare line, but I'm not a Beauty Counter salesperson or representative or whatever they're called, but I happen to really like Beauty Counter, and I really stand behind their products. It's a really great company. The reason this is a maybe is because I can't remember how it wore. I found it in my drawer. I've just had it for such a long time that I don't know if I like it or not, and I'm not gonna try it because, like I said, I've had it for years now. But I do like the pencil on the one end. It was easy to sharpen. You can see I've clearly sharpened that myself. It has the top. I believe this end also has a top, which I have lost, but it has the smudger on this end, which is not too firm. It's just like the right texture or firmness, and so I really like the product itself. I just don't remember how it wore, how I liked it. So maybe when they start with their makeup again, assuming Beauty Counter is going to go back to selling makeup, I would try that again. Now, as for the yeses, I'll start with this one, which is closer to a medium, but still a yes. This is the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Avocado and Kiwi Mega Moisture Superfood Mask. And this is Clean at Sephora. I'm fine with using something that's scented or Clean at Sephora. For my hair, it's a wash-off product, and it was a green, slimy kind of goo that really did a nice job of moisturizing my hair. I would usually leave it on for about 5 minutes in the shower. I don't know if this is one of those you're supposed to leave on like a mask for 20 minutes or something, but I used it every time I showered. And I would leave it on for a good 5 minutes. I would just start with my hair immediately and then wash the rest of my body and then go in and rinse it out. So sometimes I did longer. I noticed that it did make a difference with my hydration of my hair and how soft it was. I'm not crazy about the scent. It's overly scented for me. It's a little bit sweet, but that's my only drawback with this one. And that's the reason it's more towards the maybe than the yes, or it is a yes, but on the maybe spectrum because of the scent. I just like a lot less scent. Another yes is the Indie Lee CoQ10 Toner, and this is one of those trial or travel sizes. I love this. I love the way it smells. I love the way it works in the sense of it is moisturizing. I don't know what kind of magic it is, but somehow my skin really loved it. It really was moisturizing, and it's just a fun product to have and to use. The only con I have with this, and I've never tried their full size, but with these mini ones, the sprayer is incredibly aggressive. So I sprayed it in my hand, pat my hands together, and then push it into my face and neck. I don't know why it's in a sprayer if it's gonna be so aggressive. You really can't spray it on your face. But that's the only con with that, is the actual sprayer. I don't understand why she doesn't just have it in, you know, some kind of form where you just pour it or even pump it. But it's really great. Since we're talking about sprays, this is the refill for the Fitglow Beauty Day Essence. I absolutely love it. I recently talked about this in a Fitglow video that I'll link below. It's hydrating, it has UV blockers, and it is refillable. This is what the bottle actually looks like, and it's a spray, and this just refills in here, and then you can recycle this. It's all recyclable. I believe it's a #1 plastic, so if you're gonna use plastic, that's more okay. I love, love, love the scent as well. 2 more items, they're both makeup. The first is the Beauty Counter Brow Gel. I have the shade Dark, and this has been my go-to brow gel. I'm not wearing it today. I think dark may be a little dark for me right now, but here is the applicator. And I don't know why I said right now, as if my brows are changing colors and they'll be darker next week or something. Anyway, it's more of a waxier, softer kind of brow gel where it coats the lashes and really thickens them. It does a little bit of holding, but it's not like those hairspray kind of brow gels. Like the Kosas new brow gel I'm really enjoying, and it does deposit some color, but it's more of a hold than this. This is really comfortable, and I really like it, and I think it does a really great job for what it does. And I have repurchased it, and I would most likely be repurchasing it again in the near future, if Beauty Counter still has it. And then finally, another Beauty Counter. You see a theme here with the Beauty Counter. So the thing is, I really was in a Beauty Counter phase for a while and bought just a ton of their stuff. Then I started trying other things. And so at this point, this one's just old. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. They have repackaged their lip glosses since then. This is the shade Bare Shimmer, and I love it. I love the shade. I love how it wears, but you can see I just tried to twist the top open, and this is what's happened. It's just old. Nothing wrong with it, except that it's old and it needs to go. So this is one of my favorite lip gloss formulas, by the way. I absolutely love it. It's really comfortable on the lips for me. You definitely feel it. It's more like an old school classic formulation in the sense that you feel it on your lips. It has beautiful shine, but it's not sticky. And I do find it moisturizing and comfortable, and I find that it wears for a long time. It keeps my lips hydrated for hours and does stain some. It has really nice pigment. And this one obviously is not so pigmented, but the other ones I've used are, so I highly recommend that they do still sell. That is everything for today's Empties. I apologize for my voice sounds a little scratchy to me. My allergies are acting up as always, but I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to hear more about or you'd like for me to try. I appreciate you watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at any point. And as always, I hope you find some time to pamper yourself today. Bye.